Great. So with your permission, Professor Patrick Das Gupta, may I request Professor Hari Das to give a vote of thanks and to conclude this two-day lecture series in the memory of Professor Ashok Nath Mitra, please.
Professor Haridas, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself.
Well, on behalf of the Mitra Memorial Lectures, we first of all wish to thank both the speakers for very exciting and thought-provoking and radical presentations about what is clearly the frontier of one of the frontiers of physics. And I also wish to thank Patrick Das Gupta and Aalok for co-chairing the two sessions. And with that, I ask Aalok to say a few concluding words. Thank you.
Great. So my one paisa worth of concluding remarks. So thank you, Professor Wald. And of course, Professor Toft has logged out. And Professor Andrew Linde in the morning speakers for today. And all the few body physics session speakers yesterday. And Professor Indranil Mazumdar for arranging that few body physics session. Thank you so much. And of course, Professor Prannath and Professor Amitav Roy Chaudhary for also for chairing that session. And Professor Mohammed Sami for chairing today's session, Andrew Linde's talk, and of course, Professor Haridas for looking after this this mega post-lunch session. Thank you. We had some hiccups connectivity-wise, but okay, that is unfortunate. Professor Toft was facing some connectivity issues, but I think once the talk got started, it was not interrupted. Thank God for that. And I'm not very good at thanking people. I think we know what we've done. So I think now I know if I ask Dr. Gargi Mitra, who is online, she's the only surviving member of Professor Mitra's family, to say a few words, she's going to say no, so I'm not going to do that. So save everybody the bother. And now with Professor Haridas's permission, I'd like to actually ask one of the architects of the website, Shivam Singh Aswal, to unmute and turn on the video so that we can have a look at who you are. Is he around? Are we seeing him? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just give me a minute.
We don't have a minute, man.
Sure.
You would know more. There we go. That's
Hello,
Shivam.
everybody.
So he's our alum. He was he passed out last year. Yes, was it last year? Yeah. And now he's into Texas Instruments for reasons best known to him. So, but anyways, we are hoping maybe he can find his way back to physics sooner than later. So thanks, Shivam. And he was also very ably supported by Rajneesh Kumar Jha, who is currently a grad student at the International Center for Theoretical Sciences at Bangalore, and Ayush Ashray Anand, who is also an alum. So these three are the trio, the integrated master's MSc batch. And then let me also ask Rupa Pramodan, who is the current BS MS 50th year student, to please turn on your camera so that we can have a look at you, who you are. And thank you so much for designing the poster for this series on very short notice. I think she did it in like 3 days, maybe 2.5, if maybe even that would be probably an overestimate. And she's been sitting here in my office, man, since yesterday, 2 p.m. IST, right through all the lectures. bearing with my stupidities and so forth and so forth. God bless all. And I think I have covered all bases. I guess if I've left unaddressed, I'm sorry. One more thing, I don't know, this is not really appropriate, but I really cannot, I would succumb to this temptation. I also like to thank my wife, Anamika. She's actually sitting right next to me. She's looking after feeding us. So she's been feeding Rupa and me with all sorts of goodies. As I mean, you got to bribe folks, right? So I mean, that was the bribe. The food was a bribe. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, anyways, I mean, it was kind of a family affair for us here back home, and I'm sure everybody. And thank you, Professor Patrick Dasgupta. You've been such a source, especially for advice, I openly admit. Thank you. And
Thanks, Aalok. Yeah.
with that,
Wonderful.
folks, I think thank you. And God willing, we might meet the other side of 26 and 27. So till then, namaskar. Bye-bye. Take care. Stay safe. Crazy times.
Okay, bye.
Bye, bye, Professor Wall. Lovely seeing you for such a long time. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Okay, so I think we can end the meeting, folks, right? Yeah.